All right, guys, let's check out Heidi's collection. So Craig and Heidi share the watch collecting hobby together. So this is kind of fun. Not everybody gets to do this, and not everybody would wish this as a thing, because then maybe you got to share budgets and everything, but they've figured out a system that works out really good, as you'll see, obviously, because Heidi's collection is pretty fantastic. So we have here the Hamilton Khaki Field Hand Wind 38mm. I've done a video on this one in the past. This is just an icon in the Hamilton lineup for sure. Super thin, super wearable, and then you have the full mechanical feature of that guy. I think she has that on a Barton silicone or something. Of course, she also has to have herself a nice G-Shock square, and she went with, other than the full black one that I actually have, this would be my next pick. The traditional camel, the first generation camel one with the gold accents. And honestly, I think this might actually be my old watch. I think this watch made its way to Jerry, and then Heidi picked it up from Jerry. So it's kind of fun that it's staying within a small community. So good choice on that one. And then obviously you got to have a Seiko Turtle. Why not, right? This is a fun special edition one for sure. Special or limited, actually. I think it's even limited if I'm not mistaken. Yes, this is a limited edition. I brought this down. Actually, I brought this one down at the same time as the Snowflake, didn't I? So this one, Heidi's collection has evolved. That is possibly an understatement, because these watches, this one, by the way, is called the Gray Dawn Limited Edition. That's what that one is. So, but essentially in her collection, this Snowflake and this one are the oldest watches in her collection, and that was probably about a year ago. Everything else is pretty fresh. So, and then this one here, the Swiss Watch Company Bunker Edition. And she didn't go search this one out. This one kind of landed in her watch box here. Craig bought it, checked it out, and decided that he didn't really have room in his watch box for this one. So it landed in Heidi's. So I'm assuming she'll probably wear this and enjoy this one. Of course, we have a missing in action. Heidi's out doing some errands or something. And this one right here would typically hold a very cool watch, which I've done on the channel, is the Sinn 104 limited edition, that blue one with the faux patina or creamed out Arabics and everything. That's the, hands down, that's the best looking Sinn 104, and she has that. Well, she's obviously thinking it's a great looking watch too, because she is wearing it today. Then there's the Traska Summiteer. Excellent size, excellent look and feel, kind of explorer-ish. This might be an experiment that she is doing herself to see if she wants the real deal. A lot of people will do that with some of these micros or homage watches, and I think she's liking what she has experienced so far, so I expect some more additions or changes to her collection before you know it. This one here is another watch that I've actually had on the channel, and icon in the watch collecting scene for sure is the Grand Seiko Snowflake. And I know I'm not going to be able to show the Snowflake dial very good, but you guys know what it looks like. I've done video on it and stuff. There it is. You can see it a little bit right there. But awesome, awesome watch, and definitely going to be a cornerstone in her collection there for sure. And to go along with it, essentially kind of the same case shape and everything, but just in a different material, stainless steel GMT spring drive. This one is called the SBGE 211. So black dial variant, red pop of red there for the GMT hand, and printing on the dial. Just a phenomenal watch, and you do get a nice display case back on this one as well. Excellent movement. So fun stuff there. And then of course you can see next in line there is going to be the Tudor Black Bay with a gilt handset and indices and the red bezel. One of my favorite Tudors. This is, of course, the in-house movement one, not the smile dial. And that adds a little bit of thickness to it. But again, you know, with the slab side Tudors, they already kind of feel a little bit thick. So what's another millimeter or two, I guess? You still get the same look and feel, quality, and availability. You can actually probably get one of these. The smile dial ones are starting to go up in price, so which is going to make these ones a little easier to, I think, source. And of course, this one, the Panda, the Hamilton Intra-Matic Automatic Panda. Yeah, I picked up one myself. I love this watch. These are so cool. One of my favorite chronographs for sure. And I don't even really care for chronographs too much, but when I do, I lean towards that one, or like Craig's Speedmaster is actually pretty appealing. So this guy here, another Omega that really has my attention. I think Craig and I agree that neither one of us really care for butterfly clasp, but this one's done really nice. I think I could probably manage that and size it properly. You got some smaller links there, so you should be able to dial it in, but there's no micro adjust. But man, I love that denim dial with that kind of rough orange. It's not like a really bright orange, but you have like almost like a burnt orange on there. And then I love those teeth too. The RAILMASTER teeth or Aquaterra type teeth where they're, I don't know, kind of reminiscent of like a Seiko Monster. Maybe that's why I like it. But excellent, excellent watch, and more wearable and more affordable than a traditional Aquaterra, I think, with the full brush. Kind of a working man's Aquaterra. I like the RAILMASTER. That's a really cool watch. And then the final one in the main box here is a Christopher Ward. You can't go wrong with a Christopher Ward. Heidi used to have the 42 millimeter. She had a 42 millimeter, right? I don't remember what colorway it was. She had the blue one, okay. But she went with a white dial. Can't go wrong with white dials, I say. But she went with this as the 40. It's not 38, it's 40. Man, it almost feels like a 38, but it's a 40. Thankfully, Christopher Ward did the white dial and the 40 millimeter because the 42 was a hit. Bezel action on this. Guys, seriously, if you have not checked out a Christopher Ward, whatever your feelings are on the brand name or its positioning on the dial, it is one of the best values out there as far as a well-built, affordable watch. Even though, yeah, I know for a lot of people, $1,000 or whatever is still a lot of money. It is, but you're getting your money's worth on that. So if you guys have any questions on Heidi's collection, hopefully, as long as she doesn't change anything dramatically before I can get down here again, I can do individual videos on these. There's a bunch of watches here that I have not done videos on, both Heidi's collection and Craig's, that I can do an individual video on it. Just let me know in the comments which one you'd like to see a solo video on, and I'll try to make that happen.